Why Virgil Abloh was such a creative genius. In this video we're going to be answering that specific question, but before we start this video, please leave a like, a comment and also subscribe. And if you do like these type of videos, I've got a whole catalogue of these videos on my channel. So without further ado, let's get into this. So I would like to say, obviously, RIP Virgil Abloh. Like, it's obviously a very sad time that he actually died. Like, I feel like if he would have stayed alive or whatever and like was healthy, he would have done so much more in terms of like collaboration, business adventures, like art pieces, like, you know, like so much like he could have done. But it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, so in this video I'm just going to be going over like Virgil Abloh's iconic pieces slash like career highlights. And I can't even lie to you, this video may shock a lot of people because like you don't understand the severity of how much like this guy impacted like men's fashion and like just art in general. So I'm going to be starting with the time he did with Louis Vuitton. So I believe in 2018, he actually became the creative director of Louis Vuitton. And it is said that at the time Kanye West was fuming because that was like Kanye West's like dream job to like obviously be in there with Louis Vuitton. And obviously Virgil Abloh was a part of like Kanye West's like crew, if that makes sense. So in the time that he was with Louis Vuitton, he actually did create some like, you know, some iconic pieces. Probably one of my favorite pieces is the 50% transparent bag that he did, which just goes hard. Like, I don't even care. And also there was this swervy trunk that he actually did, and like that is such a cool concept for like a trunk. Like, I'm sorry, yeah, but no one else would actually think of that. Like, that is, yeah, just crazy. And his first collection with Louis Vuitton was pretty cool as well. It was sort of like just like your normal Louis Vuitton design, and then like with it you had like this like orange sort of chain, which, you know, wasn't too crazy, but, you know, was still stylish in and of itself. I feel like this was Virgil's like first like piece with Louis Vuitton, so I think he sort of played it safe. But in this collection, like, there wasn't really like a standout piece, like maybe a couple of bags or whatever, but yeah, nothing too crazy. But I'll probably say one of my favorite pieces, apart from the 50% transparent bag, because that is fucking crazy. I do like the multicolored bag. I do believe it changes color as well, which is just a sick touch. And probably one of my favorite pieces of clothing that he actually did was a Wizard of Oz jumper. Like, that is actually so gas. Like, instead of the actual characters from Wizard of Oz being on the actual jumper, like, they're all blacked out. And another cool collection that he actually did was the Louis Vuitton Mba, and this collaboration was just so sick. Like obviously it used the Mba colors with like the Louis Vuitton print, like just so gas. Probably one of my favorite pieces out of this collection has to be the duffel bag. Like, the way that it's just got the basketball in it, like surrounded by like the mesh sort of hoop, like, you know, just straight up gas. And another collection that I really like was the drip collection. I don't know what collection it's actually called, but I'm just going to call it drip collection. And I do believe that this was one of the last collections that he actually did. The thing what I like about this collection, it actually incorporated both Louis Vuitton prints. So it had the normal like square Louis Vuitton print, and then in the actual drip it had the actual the other Louis Vuitton print. And I can't even lie, like, this was such a cool way to incorporate both like patterns into the actual like item of clothing. And he did it in a way that wasn't very like cheesy or tacky. Like, you know, I rate it. But that being said, I wanted to go over some of the weird pieces that he actually did with Louis Vuitton, because like, I can't even lie, I saw some fuckery. Okay, cool. So the first piece I wanted to mention was the box fit. Like, what the hell even is this? Like, I'm sorry, yeah, but if you wanted to squeeze in like a train, or you wanted to go through a doorway, like, that is not happening. Also, another weird item that is just, you know, just out there is the plane bag. Like, you know, you've got a plane as a bag. It's not too like, you know, whatever. Like, I rate the creativity, but I'm sorry, yeah, but this isn't it. Also, what isn't it is the carrot pouch. Like, it's just this little, I don't even want to call it a handbag, or I don't even know what it is, but it's just a carrot Louis Vuitton, and then it's got like a zip going down it, and obviously you can put some bits and bobs in there. Fair enough, mate. Not for me. And last but not least, we have the building fit, and this is just a lab experiment gone wrong. Like, I don't even know what else to describe this. Like, but yeah, that was his time with Louis Vuitton. Obviously I did miss out a couple of stuff, but those was just the highlights. Yeah, so moving on to Off-White, and like, I can't even lie, like, so many like iconic pieces were made from Off-White. Obviously Off-White is Virgil's brand, so obviously this is going to be like his bread and butter. But to start things off with, we are going to go with the Off-White Ikea collaboration. And I can't even lie to you, this is such a goated collaboration. Like, who's doing a collaboration with Ikea and actually making it like a good collaboration? I would probably say my favourite piece out of this collaboration has to be the receipt rug. Like, obviously, you know, when you purchase anything, like you get a receipt. Like, Virgil actually made a receipt into a rug. Like, I'm sorry, yeah, but the level of creativity is just fucking crazy. And probably one of my other favorite pieces from this collaboration is probably the still loading rug. I think that is such a cool concept as well. Like, it's just so aesthetically pleasing to look at, and like, I don't know, obviously it's still got the digital sort of like feel to it, and yeah, I really rate that. Okay, cool. So another iconic piece that he did with Off-White is the belt, and I'm not even joking, like, I want to say 2015 to 2017, everyone between the ages of like 15 and like 22 had this belt, like, or either wanted this belt or just, you know, knew what this belt was. Like, I'm sorry, yeah, but this belt was just as big as a Gucci belt back in the day. Like, this belt, bruv, like, yeah, this belt was just so popular, and it's definitely a iconic piece from the Off-White catalogue. And another creative piece that he actually introduced was the red zip tie, and this is just like a staple in the Off-White like brand nowadays. Like, they'll put it on like shoes, clothes, and yeah, like, it's just such a simple thing, but you know, it's just cool. Like, there's no other way to like really describe it. But I'd probably say the most iconic thing associated with like Virgil and Off-White has to be the quotation marks. Like, I'm sorry, yeah, but this is such a crazy idea. Like I said again, like, just so simple, but it just works. Like, literally every time you see quotation marks on any item, like, you know that is Off-White. And not only that, like, it's just such a staple now. Like, obviously you got the shoes that have it, you got so many like other stuff. Like, yeah, that is probably Virgil's like staple like touch on everything. Like, you know, that is going to be associated with Off-White and Virgil for like the end of time. But a couple more collaborations for Off-White is the Ramona suitcase, and this suitcase, yeah, is just gas. I'm sorry, yeah, but like a fully transparent suitcase. Obviously it's a Ramona suitcase as well, and yeah, like, I just think this is gas. Like, who would have ever thought like a fully transparent suitcase would, like, you know, be such a cool concept? But it is. And probably the most iconic Off-White collaboration definitely has to be the Nike collaboration. Like, you know, they've done so many collaborations in the past. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but obviously you know about the Off-White and Nike collaborations. But that being said, my favourite collaboration that they ever did was probably the 10 collaboration. Yeah, that was actually sick. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, 10 iconic Nike pairs of shoes with the Off-White touch, created by Virgil, all had the red zip tie on it, all had the quotation marks on it, all just straight fire shoes. Like bruv, it don't get any gas than that. Like, I'm sorry. And I'll probably say one other iconic thing that he did, well, not really iconic, but, you know, I like it, was the Mona Lisa hoodie. I just think that's gas, and, you know, obviously Mona Lisa is a piece of art and is iconic anyway, so for that to be put on like a jumper or whatever, you know, I have to take my hat off. But yeah, that's going to be it for Off-White. Okay, cool. So now in this segment, I'm just going to be going over like just other stuff that he's done like outside of Off-White and, you know, Louis Vuitton and that. So one of the things he actually did outside Louis Vuitton and Off-White was actually make a Supreme box logo. I think this was only a sample or whatever, but still it is under Virgil's name, so, you know, I'm going to put it in there. And this box logo is decent. I'm not going to say it's anything crazy. Like, you know, if this was actually released, I wouldn't be too gassed about it. But, you know, still a pretty cool box logo. And also, he actually designed Drake's private plane, which, you know, pretty cool. You know, it's a bit basic, I can't lie to you. But, you know, just having Virgil design your plane is a flex and a half. And also, he designed a lot of album covers, mostly for Kanye West. I can't even lie, because obviously he was in Kanye West's, like, clique. And a few people know this, but before he actually created Off-White, he actually created a brand called Pyrex. And I don't know too much about this brand, so don't be expecting like a full fucking autobiography of this brand. But what I do know is he actually bought like a bulk order of like Ralph Lauren like blank t-shirts or like blank clothing, and then he like put like Pyrex on it, which in my opinion, you know, very creative. Like, you know, like to be honest, like you're not really seeing much brands do that. Like, you know, they'll like go to China or whatever and just, you know, just order any type of clothing. And this is sort of like an Off-White collaboration. He also did a collaboration with Evian Water, and also he made Serena Williams like tennis outfit, which, you know, decent, you know, you can nod your head to that. And lastly, he did a collaboration with Takashi, I'm not even going to attempt to say that word, but a famous Japanese artist. Obviously, I'll show you some like photos now, so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like a famous artist. Obviously, you know, both similar, like creative people. So it was just a cool thing just to see that. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did enjoy, please leave a like, a comment, and also subscribe. But until next time, I'm out.